What's going on today, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna have to move a lot of this stuff around because what we're trying to do is we're trying to get to the starter. You can barely see it, but I am gonna make that a lot clearer for you. To this box. This box should have like 4 clips on it. One, you got one there. You got one there. Then there's a tricky one. There's a tricky one right in there somewhere. But you have to find it. No, there it is. Right there. Yep, there it is right there. You see it? Okay, so take all 4 of them off. Then this little hook's over here. You have to undo this one right here. And there's a little hook that goes kind of fastens, you know, into that right there. Then, okay. And that was a success. Like I had said before, all I did was unscrew that. And then I popped this off here. I popped this off here. Undid my 4 latches there, 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 and there. And this whole piece came out, which is pretty good. Saved me a little time. And now I gotta take this out, and which, man, I love this filter. You just clean it, wash it, and you put this red stuff back on it, and it's absolutely great. I love it. I've had that for about 15 years. Okay, now let's get in here. We're gonna clean some of this stuff out. We've got 1, 2, 3 screws to take out right there, and then we've got to take this big old piece out right here. But to take it out, I'm gonna have to take this piece right here off. So I'm gonna try not to disconnect that. I don't know which one would be easier, if I disconnected that or actually took this whole thing off, because it looks like there's more to it than what I'm seeing. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take this whole piece off. And then once I take this whole piece off, I can take this off, and look at there, we're getting closer and closer. That's what we're looking for right there, is that starter. All right. You know what, guys? To save me even more time, I think I'm gonna try and leave this box in, because you can see right here is the starter. So all I need to do is get right in there, and there's a 14 millimeter there, and then there's a 17 millimeter there. So if I can get to that 17 millimeter there and that 14 millimeter there, I believe good. And I had to, you're gonna have a little wire right here, which it connects right there. So just, you know, disconnect that, and we're gonna try that first before we even mess with this box. It'll save us 3 screws if nothing else. All right, I'll be right back. I tell you what, I don't know who put the last, well, actually I do know who put the last starter on here. It was me. But man, yeah, it's a 17 millimeter down there, but I actually had to get a breaker bar. I had to get a breaker bar. It's about 2.5 foot, something like that, to actually get down in there and help me get it off, because I was not doing it by hand. So, which is, man, if you got them, just use a real good 17 millimeter, a good ratchet, and a breaker bar, because that's what you're going to need, because that was not easy. Now, hopefully, that 14 millimeter right there will be a little bit easier, but let's see. Now, this last screw right here, it actually is a 13 millimeter, but thank goodness I was able to use a 1/2 inch to get it off, because I cannot find my 13, to say the life of me. So, okay, let's see if we can pull her out. Oh, I ain't done the 17 all the way yet. All right. That right there is what we were looking for. Oh, yep. You can see, I guess it looks like it beat it up a little bit, but I bet more than anything, the solenoid went bad. Because as it was going out, once I tap on it a couple times, it started back working. So, but anyway, we're gonna take this back and we'll get $40 for that. Now let's look at the, all right, old versus new. There's the 14 millimeter, 17 millimeter, old starter, new starter. And they said the biggest thing that you want to check on these, well, let me get out of the way. I need to be turned this way though. I don't know how this is gonna work. They said that, well, anyway, the only thing that you need to check is this right here to make sure that they're both match up, which they do. So as long as those two match up, you should be in business. They both pretty much look the same, you know, identical, whatever. So let's put them back in. Okay, got everything back in. My only concern is this little tit right here. Mine doesn't have that, so I think I'm gonna try to start it up before I put, well, I guess I can't start it up without a battery. I'm gonna try and start it up before I put everything back on, just to see, you know, if that's gonna be an issue. All right. Okay, guys, so what I did find out is that this little thing right here, I don't know, that might be for something else, but it does not affect the starting of the vehicle because my car cranks perfectly and it runs great. So I've already, you know, put the battery on, which is 10 millimeters. Fixing to put everything else back together. And one thing I wanted to mention, this is I'm guessing it's an original. Let me get out the way. I'm guessing, it's an original part from CarQuest. Great people, and it is lifetime warranty. Well, limited, so you know, I could think after so many years they give you so much, you know, off of the new one or whatever. But I've actually, this is my second one. I've had this one for 11 years and just now having to replace it. So, you know, everything's great. So I appreciate you guys watching. Everything went as planned. Everything went as good as I thought it would be. So appreciate you guys watching. And if you don't do nothing else, please be good to yourself and be good to others. All right, thank you.